Welcome to my long play of Final Fantasy X. I've never played the international version, so this is going to be interesting. Ooh, soundtrack arranged. So this is new. This was my personal launch title for the PS2, and I've always been critical of Final Fantasy since 8 and 9. I did like 8 when I first played it, but in retrospect it's a poorly paced game, except for Disc 1. Disc 1 of Final Fantasy 8 is good. But I didn't get a PS1 until long after PS2. But I did play, like I played 7, 8, and 9 on my brother's PlayStation. But that was like pretty much just before the PS2 came out. Anyway, this is Final Fantasy X. And this is Soder. Dollar drink days at McDonald's! Is this skippable yet? I just want to check. I mean, they weren't skippable the first time, but... Oh, I thought... I hit the select button and I thought it actually skipped. Eh.
This may be our last chance.
His voice sounds a little different. Did they pull a Twin Snakes on this? Oh yeah, Twin Snakes is Metal Gear Solid 1 on the GameCube. Mostly the same voice actors, but they redid all the lines. So I can't be sure, because... So this is kind of like a weird, because this is not a nostalgic game for me, but I remember it being good. And I remember this game being a shining example of proper RPG pacing. And pacing is like one of the top issues for me when it comes to RPG design. So I'll be mentioning pacing a lot. I'll also be chatting over their chatter, because I don't care what they have to say. Hi, Bamlet. Oh, spoilers, that was Bamlet. This looks marginally better than I remember. Frame rate looks a little dumpy. Let me just spin in some circles here. Okay, I'm seeing some tearing. Yeah, I'm seeing tearing in a windowed game. That's not good.
I've been a big fan of yours from the very beginning.
Yeah.
I won't let you down.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Great as ever. Thanks.
Yeah, we're cheering for you.
A good remixed rendition of Prelude.
The game tonight. It's very important.
I'm just gonna tab for a second, because I gotta check something. Yeah, it is set to... I'm recording at 60, but it doesn't look like it. So this game must be either frame rate capped, or I'm just being elitist about it. Alright, so I don't remember what to do. Because it's been a long time. Do I have to talk to everybody?
Are you gonna show us that shot tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
You should do it for us.
Yeah, do it for the chicks.
Can you sign this?
No prob.
I actually like the design of of the Blitzball. Don't like the... Okay, I don't usually care about anti-aliasing for models, but for fonts, it's critical. You gotta have good fonts. But that's just my... Fonts are like my personal pet peeve game breaker thing when it comes to RPGs.
Can I see inside next time? Thanks for the autograph. Good luck.
Alright, how do I get moving? Did their heads just fall? Yeah, look at their heads. Look at their heads. Come on, if I can get just in the right spot. Come on. Just in the right spot. Come on. You can do it. Okay, it's not... Alright, screw it. Alright, how do I get to the game? Oh, it's gonna be... Oh yeah, I forgot. This is one of the Talk to Everybody games.
You're Jack's son. I'd be crazy not to cheer for you. You're Jack's son.
The game tonight. The Jets. You love.
There we go.
Can I have your autograph?
Oh,
Of
yes. I like
Good
her
luck
shirt.
tonight.
Nothing
Little
to worry about.
mermaid frillies.
Oh, if I score a goal, I'll, do this. That will mean it was for you, okay? What seat?
Ace block in the front row. Fifth from the right.
Got it.
Alrighty. There we go.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3. Teach us how to blitz.
Hey, I got a game to play.
Then teach us after.
Maybe tonight, well,
You can't tonight.
I mean tomorrow.
Promise?
Promise.
And this comes out of nowhere. So you just accept it as normal. You know, because 3 people did it. Oh, a little Chocobo autosave in the corner. That's cute. Chocobos are cute. Burp. It's Jacked. He's who I learned how to crack my neck from. Ugh. Jeez, it looks... I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but it looked like his eyes were about to fall out
I was
there.
in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news. Our hero, Jacked, gone. Vanished into thin air.
Thin air.
My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day. Zanar, I says to myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night. My dad and I never talked so much. Whoa. Didn't mean to reminisce, folks. Anyway, 10 years later, the Jack Memorial Cup.
The Jack Memorial Cup. That's what we're here for.
way, make way!
Oh no, fans.
Coming through, sorry.
This is the worst. And
Hey!
Wait.
I'm gonna be late.
hell, look at those sim-ass
Hey,
models in the
let go
corner.
of me.
So who's Anarkin playing against? Because, spoilers, it has to be someone, and they would have had some ancestry of some sort on Spira. No, this is one of Final Fantasy's strongest opens. Look at this guy. He's cool. He has best design. A fan could have been hurt just then. That's got to be some kind of... He must have got a yellow card for that. Spear shot! Explosions! Yeah! Wait, water doesn't explode. Or does it? Alright. Nice, action-y intro. And not in medias res, piece of shit. Because that makes no sense when you don't back it up with anything. 13. Anyway, the inclusion of this little red circly doodad that points you exactly where to go is the main complaint people have. Well, not the main complaint, but the leading point into saying that Final Fantasy is linear.
What are you doing here? I was waiting for you. What are you talking about?
Structured RPG plots are always going to be linear, but because it's now printed on the map, people first went, oh wait, maybe it is linear. Derp-a-der. Mudada. I was gonna do a line, but I didn't feel like it.
What?
I bailed on my own
Don't
joke.
cry.
What the?
I didn't notice the water trickling down the road. That's actually kind of cool.
Hey, wait! Hey.
I mean, it could
not
just be an
this way.
animated walkway, but it looks like water, so it's cool. Yeah, it's water.
We called it sin.
Sin?
Yep, not skippable. That's okay. Orin's hair is spikier than I remember. Hey, these guys are kind of cute, actually. But I happen to like bugs. If they weren't all skittily shooty, I'd totally give these guys a good huggle.
Take it. A gift from Jet.
My old man?
I hope you know how to use it.
Yeah, he's a sportsman. He knows how to use a sword. Everyone knows how to use swords.
These ones don't matter. We cut through.
Alrighty. What do I have for options? I mean, I know this game is really simple. I'm just, making sure I get the controls right, because, I was playing Final Fantasy VI, and, the Steam port, that is, and it's an okay port with, lots of graphical errors. Okay, if you don't like the new artwork, that's fine, but it's full of graphical errors,
Don't bother going after all of them. Cut the ones that matter and run.
such as clamping, which is really annoying. I don't mind when an indie developer forgets to make a clamped image, or a texture I mean, but when a big name company does it, it just looks really gross. Well, I could explain what that is, but I did that in the Final Fantasy VI run, and it doesn't look like this game will have that problem. But the other thing is, in Sixer, I kept screwing up the controls because it has these weird, gross mobile controls, and I'm playing with the controller. I mean, it probably would have been good if I was playing with the mouse, but I'm playing with the controller. And we're back to 10. Look at these cute-ass bugs. Demi! One of my favorite spells.
Get out of my town!
Some can't wait to die.
Overdrive. Oh, overdrive. Oh, overdrive. Oh no. Oh good. Haha! They updated the controls. I was worried there, because I had a lot of problems with the Final Fantasy VII port, because to run from battle I had to hold select and R3, I think, to run, and that just didn't make any sense. And it's just because the controls didn't calibrate properly, but it was weird. So it's good that this particular port has the good controls. Or I mean, control icons, I guess, technically. Action prompts make the game feel a little more interactive, and is always welcome. You don't always need timed hits, but having some really does help. But if you want to play an RPG with timed hits, other than Mario RPG, check out Lost Odyssey. That game, you have to nail them, or you'll get destroyed. Anyway, this guy's only going to cast Demi, so there's no way I could possibly lose this fight. Unless one gets rounded down to 0, which can happen. Boom, 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 boom. That's actually a good glowy effect. I like it. And a save point! Yay! Alright. Oh wait, maybe if it's... maybe if it's paused. Nope.
That old man. Lauren, let's get out of here.
We're expected.
Huh? Give me a break, man.
Okay, it sounds like all the lines are the old lines. I thought for some reason it may have been redubbed. But, I guess that's okay. I could have been mistaken. Whoa, that's a lot of dudes. Oops, I don't want to do that. I want to do the... Oh, I can't preemptively attack the thing? Okay. Now the game is teaching you about context-sensitive combat. You know, the strategy in a turn-based game. If I don't attack the glowy one, I'll get hit with a stronger attack. Which, you know, is, makes sense. And isn't just a bunch of, oh no, the Welk is not in his shell anymore in this real-time game. And, oh, you accidentally tech-missiled the shell.
Knock it down.
What?
And now we're being taught on alternate or context-sensitive combat actions that aren't related to the monsters. Even though it's functionally the same as a monster, it's something. I could have gone for 2 hits on the machine, but I chose to take out the flicker bat. So none are flickering, so free shots. His sword is cool. Now the turn-based action says I won't get to the monster in time. So that's the other strategy, is you're told the exact turn order with no random. And that's actually good. I mean, I don't mind random in RPGs, such as Fisher and Sheer Cold, instant death spells in Pokemon, because that's... Or, I know people don't like it in Pokemon, but compare Dragon Quest, the Hatchet Man skill, which is a low accuracy skill that's a guaranteed critical. But has a higher critical rate than, you know, just a plain ordinary attack. So, it makes sense. It's a risk-reward comparison. So there's nothing wrong with randomness exactly, just that in this particular game, it benefits a lot from the more static style of gameplay, with knowing exactly when your turn's going to come up, who is going to have the next action, and like who to debuff first, who to buff first, who to heal next. Because in Final Fantasy XIII, it's all real-time, and that's good for that game. But it means you can't really focus on anything specific other than just your combat roll. I mean, it fixes the problem of turning an RPG into just mashing the A button, because Final Fantasy VI is a lot to just use auto-attack, because enemies are rather fragile. And there's nothing wrong with that, because 6 happens to be probably, just in my opinion, the most fun of the Final Fantasy games.
You are sure? This is it. This is no story. It all begins here.
That scream looked rather, I think his mouth could have opened a little more. I don't know.
Hey.
Hey?
Hey!
Hey?
My old man?
Go down. I'm swimming! Oh, am I supposed to just go down, or am I supposed to go somewhere? Oh, yeah, here we are. Hey, Jackie.
I thought about a lot of things.
That's not Jack.
Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded, and then sleepy. I think I had a dream of being alone. I wanted someone, anyone beside me, so I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
I wonder if that's what all summons feel. And that's why they become summons. Who knows? Oh, a little bit of construction outside. Neighbors are building a deck, and it actually looks pretty nice. Oh, look at little birdie. Hey. Bye, birdie. I can't read that.
What do we have here? Nope, can't read it.
I thought there was a primer out here. Oh, ooh, a treasure. Actually, ooh, a treasure. I played this when I was playing this on the PlayStation. I've done this game 3 or 4 times to make sure I was right about the pacing issue, and I don't think I ever got that particular treasure chest. Even though it was only 200 gold, it's like, doesn't matter. Oh, there we are. Oh, that's not a Albrecht primer, that's just one of those sinky dooders. Now, I'm pretty sure there is supposed to be a primer out here, but I just don't remember. There's no harm in looking for treasure, because everybody loves treasure. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Okay, that's just a wall. Okay, I guess there's not a primer out here. Ugh. Okay, the game was running at not a low frame rate, just lower than 60. And that little turn there kind of made me herk. Anyway, I'm going to take a little break here, because I want to make sure that I didn't screw up not finding a primer, and I'll see you next time.